It's just breaking light on May 2nd here, and I'm gonna head up this logging road. It's pretty close to town. I know the spot quite well, but it gets pummeled with hunters. But the last couple days I've been up here, one I filmed, but it was so rainy it was hard to actually get any footage to show you guys. But I haven't seen anybody, which is perfect, because I know there's turkeys up here. I ran into one. I actually got within about 10 feet of him in the brush. Didn't get really any footage of him, but he did see me try to move the camera for you guys to be able to see. So he busted, but that's okay. We're gonna get on the bike right now and head up the hill. It's just perfect. They should just start gobbling on the roost, and we should be able to locate one here fairly soon. But I'm pumped. This is like the type of day that you just love to be in the turkey woods. It's nice and cool. It's gonna warm up to about 62 to 65 degrees today. Should be a great day. Hopefully they're really fired up and we get at least some good footage today, but I think we might get into the birds. I gotta be really quiet because I have this Tom. There he goes again, probably within 75 yards. Got a single hen decoy set up. This is where I ran into him last time. Looks like this is his main roost. I think it's got to be the same bird. But all set up. We're ready for him this time. If he comes out in this opening, he's done. He should be getting off the roost here any minute. This bird's moved off to my right. And you know, you think these turkeys are dumb until you try to hunt a certain bird twice. He already buggered out of this setup, and I don't know if he's gonna. I'm gonna keep continuing to call, but I don't know if he's gonna come up here. He expects me to come to him, which is the natural order of things. But I think if I hang up here maybe a little bit, we might be able to get him. I can hear 2 other gobblers on the other side of the ridge, so we got backup plans at least. They weren't in here the other day. So we'll just kind of see what this guy's gonna do. He's gobbling on his own a little bit. And if he starts to move off, I'll just head back to the logging road and get my bike and go around and maybe try to get in front of him and set up again. If they don't come to the call, that's the only thing you can do is try to intercept them to where you think they're gonna go. But we'll just see how it works. We'll hang out here for just a little bit longer and see how long or what kind of direction he decides to go in. Well, setup number 2, big fail. I thought I had these birds in the perfect position. When I came around the corner, I had a choice. I could either go on the lower road or I could go on the upper road. I chose to go to the upper road so that I could probably, call them up, and that way they wouldn't see me coming in there on my bike. But I must have chose wrong. Well, actually, when I came around this corner, I could hear them fighting. So there's got to be at least, I'm thinking 3 in here. It sounded like 2 or 3. I got them to gobble. And they sound like Toms, they don't sound like Jakes. But man, I called a couple times and they just moved right off. So they either have a hen and the hen doesn't want anything to do with me and is taking them away, or they just have been pressured more than I thought they have in here. I mean, this place is pretty close to town and I know it gets hit, but in my experience I haven't found a whole lot of turkey hunters up here. So, but guys are riding dirt bikes and 4-wheelers all the time. These birds are constantly running into humans, so I don't know what to do now. I keep thinking that they're gonna gobble again, at least give me an idea where they're at, but they're headed down, which I would have never thought they would have. They must have roosted right up in these trees somewhere, but man, I could have swore they probably hit the ground and follow hens up somewhere, but that's usually what happens in my experience. But that's okay. I don't know if I should just sit here for a little bit or pack everything up and try to make a move on them. I wish they'd just let me know where they're at. Let's see if we can't get them to gobble once. He doesn't sound that far away. They haven't moved far. Maybe I should just wait them out. I don't think they're going to make their way down. It just wouldn't make any sense for them to. So maybe we'll just hang out here for a little while. I got a pretty good setup. I'm behind this tree. Got my blind set up. I have a single hen decoy down there. And that was only one Tom, so maybe they were in here fighting and he just ran the other 2 off. Hopefully that's the case. So I'm just going to chill out now that he's answered me. So Maybe do a little subtle calling. Hopefully he moves on his way up. Let's see what happens. So I just got back to the truck, and I didn't bring the camera out, but I figured out what happened with those toms that were below me, that second group. They were fighting, and they were responding to me a little bit, but not a ton. And then as I got down there, I only heard one yelp and nothing else, and I could see some tracks on the road where they were at, and I thought they were headed. Figured I could just go ahead and head them off, but I ended up seeing mountain lion tracks, like fresh ones, so I think that's what ended up screwing that hunt up. So as I was calling, another predator was hunting them, so got close. I think I'm done for the day. I pedaled about 12 miles on the bike and only found 2 groups. One tom early this morning, and he had, as I went around the corner, at least 2 hens. I saw the hens. I never saw him, but I knew exactly where he was at. He had what he wanted. He wasn't going to come to me. So, and then found that other group, but they're headed way down, like into the private property, and understandable if they got stalked by a cougar. Maybe that's the only reason why I heard one after a while, is maybe that cougar actually got one. So I'm all packed up, I'm ready to go, and I don't know, I might head out and try to roost some birds tonight, so at least I have an idea of where to go tomorrow. But absolutely beautiful day. They just weren't talking as much as I'd like to, but after I said like 12 miles on the bike and only finding those 2 groups, I think I need to try another spot. And it's got turkeys up here, but we need some uneducated birds, and we need a lot more of them. Well, I'm in a totally new spot this morning. I have hunted this spot before, but actually way farther up, so I've never hunted this lower road. We're gonna give it a shot today. Just ride in as far as I can and see if I can't hear any gobbles. If not, we'll come back out and maybe head up a little higher, but they should be at this point right now, about this elevation, I would think, as they're moving up and doing their thing. But hopefully it's May 3rd, so hopefully we can get another one on the board, or at least get some good footage. So let's see what happens. Well, spot number 2. Number 1 wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I only found 1 bird, and he was a jake, and I didn't even get footage of him. It wasn't even worth it. But I came up. I'm really high in elevation right now, and come around the corner, out of the truck, just shut the truck off, yelped a couple times, got one to gobble. Now I went way on the backside because there's absolutely no way of actually getting close to this bird off the road there. So I'm gonna get the bike, go up this logging road, get it pretty close to him, and then go ahead and see if we can't call him up on the hill. So spot number 2, hopefully it works. just had enough time to do that. Man, I got all set up. I was like, well, I won't call for just a little bit. You can see the bike in the background. There's my setup right behind that little tree that fell across the road. We're done. Man, we came. He's a good bird too. He's heavy. I'm so excited about that. That was perfect. Man, I got all set up, turned all the cameras on, called a little bit, and he was right there. And all of a sudden I could see his shadow coming through. Oh man, I hope the footage was good. I got him to gobble there, and I just laid the hammer down on him. Oh, that worked out perfect. He had a hen with him too, but that worked out the best I could have thought it would. I mean, just this little bend in this logging road made just the difference. Well, we're gonna go take a look at him. There he is right there. There's the decoy. Man, she did the deed today. That was perfect. He came around the corner and saw her and just could not help himself. That worked out perfect. Well, he's a good bird. Well, I'm gonna clean him up a little bit and we'll get some pictures. I'm stoked. I love turkey hunting. There's just something about it. It is poor man's elk hunting, and I don't care. I love it. Absolutely love it. I heard him off the main road too. Man. Well, like I said, I'll get him cleaned up. We'll get some pictures taken. Well, I'm done here in Idaho. I got one more tag for Washington. I'm gonna have to get out and go over there and try to get another one. I'm so addicted to this stuff. If I could, I would just travel the United States and turkey hunt, but maybe one day. So all tagged out here in Idaho. Got this beautiful bird, and I just want to kind of explain my setup a little bit. I've been using just the hen decoy, and the reason why is because I'm hunting these pieces of property now that anybody has access to. These are public lands. I'm going behind, gated roads, and even though I'm using my bike and I'm pedaling a long ways back here, anybody has access to it. So I don't really want to be using a strutter decoy with a real fan on it and be getting shot or have my decoy shot. So that's why I switched it up, and frankly I have just not seen the amount of dominant birds this year. Just haven't been seeing them. So I figured if I just use the hen decoy, I'm making hen noises. That's the one thing I see a lot of guys do, is they'll use a strutter or something and use a hen diaphragm call or a box call or something, or a slate, and expect that turkey to come right in. Well, they're not stupid. If they don't see a hen with that strutter, they think something's up, especially these public land birds that are pressured. They're not going to fall for that. So just went with the single hen decoy. I'm using the Avian X decoys. They're so lifelike. I mean, he came in, he strutted right around. That decoy is perfect. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't ask for a better hunt. It's, I think, just now 7 o'clock. So we've been getting it done in the morning. Pretty much all my birds have been before 7 o'clock, which is pretty awesome. He's absolutely beautiful. And I know I got some good footage there, so that makes me happy. That's worth it. All those times where I get busted or I try moving the camera, it's totally worth it when it all comes together and I get it all on film. I have another tag in Washington, and I'll probably be trying to go and do that. But I really got to get on the bear hunting. I saw quite a bit of bear sign up here, so I know they're out and moving. So that'll be the next step. But man, it is addicting. I've been getting up at about 3:30 every morning and heading out, and it's all worth it when it pays off. But either way, it's still fun. I have a ton of fun doing this. And then we're gonna get packed up and get out of here. Okay, bike's loaded up, birds loaded up. We're out of here now. I hate that. I hate being done. I have been accused of waiting till the last days to get my birds, or get any game of that matter, but you gotta take, when they give you that good of footage, you gotta take it. I couldn't pass that bird up. That was perfect. I'm still excited about that. Well, I'm gonna get out of here and go home and clean this bird. Oh man, well, that was a super exciting hunt for me. I thought I wasn't even gonna find any birds today. I checked a couple spots, I couldn't find anything. Nothing was gobbling. But man, just come around the corner here. I've hunted this top of this ridge down below the road and before, and I know they roost in there, but they were above the road this time. That's the first time I've hunted above the road, which worked out perfect, as you can see from the footage. But we're all done and heading out now. I just really want to thank everybody for watching my videos. I've been getting a lot of positive feedback, and it makes me feel great knowing that you guys are liking what I'm putting out there. And I love hearing what you guys think. I love the comments. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to put out as many videos as possible this year. It's a passion of mine to get everything on film. It's hard for me to not to bring a camera out in the woods when I'm out here now. I have to bring a camera. It's one of those things, and a lot of people ask me, like, well, doesn't that get in the way? And it does. I mean, a lot of times you add any type of movement to your setup where you got a bird coming in, or you got a buck coming in, you got elk coming in, and you have to move. A lot of times they're gonna see you, and that's the way it works. But man, when it all comes together, it is so worth it to be able to share my experiences with everybody out there. That makes a huge difference to me. So I really appreciate all the positive feedback. It's been truly awesome, and I'm definitely going to do it a lot more this year. I'm going to try to get out. I'm going to try to do a whole bunch more hunts and just film all my experiences, and hopefully you guys keep tuning in and watching my videos. But thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.